Good morning, FT kids. It's so great to see you. Happy Sunday. Not a lot of sun on this Sunday, but it's a Sunday nevertheless, and it is not terribly cold out. We came to church this morning, and Jennifer and I said, it's not freezing. It's just cold. I guess at this time of the year, cold works for us. But it's so good to see so many people. So far, we have Paris and Miss Sue. We have Josh and Mrs. Collins. We have Haley and Gavin. Good morning, Haley and Gavin. We have Sammy and Gianna. Hello, Burkharts. We have Sawyer and Quinn and Ben and Noah. Hi, Florios. So good to see so many of you today. If you didn't already see in the chat, you will want to get yourself something to write or draw on. It's actually drawing this week. Something to draw with. Ooh, Eli Piper. Good timing, guys. You're going to want something to draw on and with. And if you want to get something that you can color with, you might want to do that too, just for a little extra fun. So we're going back to Sermon on the Mount. We have Sermon on the Mount. Oh no, she did not miss Sue and Zami. That's tonight. I can't wait. It's one of our favorite times in the whole week. Yes. Becca and Lissa, welcome, welcome, welcome. We were just saying you're going to want some paper and something to draw or color with. Yay! Anna, Luke, Sadie. Let me get my names. Hang on. Luke, Sadie, Anna. There we go. Wow, so many people. Glad you are here. Fantastic. So great. Well, we're going to be talking about the Sermon on the Mount today, and we're also going to be talking about it next week. So we have 2 more weeks to be talking about it. This week, well, we know that it's why it's called Sermon on the Mount. It's because Jesus stood on a hill or a low mountain mount. Oh, Fiona's on her way. Awesome. So that he could deliver this sermon. It makes it easier for people to see you and hear you if you're standing up high. And it is Jesus's most famous sermon. So we have been leaving symbols up to show what we've been learning about. And this week we are putting a cross. And we have a cross there because our lesson this week is that Jesus's friends live like him. Or I should say Jesus' friends live like him. That's the proper way to say it. So we have a cross there to remind us of Jesus. So to start us off, I want to talk about friends that we are alike. So if you could put in the chat a friend that you are like and tell me a way that you are like them. So I'll give you an example. Quinn knows this teacher. In school, we call her Mrs. Schwach, but she's my friend Alicia. And we have found as the year has gone on this year, it's our first year teaching together, we are very much alike. We are both teachers. We went to school for almost the exact same things. We both love Disney. We have the same favorite colors. And we found out this week that we both love Winnie the Pooh characters. Let me tell you while you are typing, let me tell you how we found that out. So this week on Wednesday, our lessons are online. And so everybody had to draw either a person, a famous person that they would want to dress up as, or a cartoon character. And we were doing some things with this drawing. And I hadn't even talked with Alicia about what our lesson was going to be about. We hadn't even done any planning this week. She was just kind of following along. And we both started drawing. And I didn't tell anyone what I was drawing. No one else told anyone what they were drawing. So we drew. And I went first, showing my cartoon character. And I held up Tigger. And the next person to go was Alicia. And that teacher held up her paper and she had Winnie the Pooh. Can you believe it? We didn't even plan it. And here we had 2 characters. So tell me about a friend that you have something in common. Like, do you both play the same sport? Do you dance together? Do you have the same favorite food or color? Maybe you have the same pet or the same number of siblings? Wow, Miss Sue has some friends that she's alike. She says that she has 2 friends, Tracy and Kathy. All 3 of them love puzzles. That's pretty neat. I like that. You know, my husband, Mr. Pritchard, has a best friend who also does the same job as he does. Same job. But they were best friends before they got their jobs, which was pretty cool. All right, let's see. Anna says, oh, she's like her Aunt Jess because they both like to crochet. Anna, that's so cool. Wow. I wonder if she taught you how to crochet or if you've ever shared any patterns with each other. That would be a fun thing to do. Sammy says his friend at school, you both like dinosaurs. That's awesome. Very cool. Gives you something that you can talk about. Yeah. Fantastic. Anybody else have a friend who likes something that they like? Becca says her friend Adriana because they do dance together and are mega silly. Becca, I know Adriana, so I can totally picture you 2 getting silly together. How neat that you get to do dance together. Haley has a friend who likes the same game as she does. And Alyssa says Quinn because they dance together. Quinn, you and Alyssa. So awesome. Let's see. She has 2 friends, says Quinn. One is Reagan because they like the same foods. And Alyssa because we love dancing and unicorns and are silly. That's so cool. You know, sometimes we become friends with someone because we have similar interests, but sometimes the more time we spend with someone, the more we become alike. Like, I had a friend when I was younger named Jessica, and we spent a lot of time together. She lived at the corner of my street. We were together a lot. And after a while, we did start to do things similarly. In fact, sometimes we would buy the same t-shirts and dress alike. Oh, cool. Paris has 2 friends, Jim and Mark, and they all like the Bills and the Sabres. Very cool. Sawyer says his friend Ashton built a machine in Minecraft. Gavin likes to jump. So awesome. Well, you know, our friendship with Jesus is like this too. Jesus' friends live like him. In fact, Jesus talked about that very thing in today's Bible story. So we'll get to that shortly, but first we're going to start with our song today. It's called You Are My Friends, and it's about being friends with Jesus. So if you like to dance or sing to the videos, great. We will see you back here shortly.
You are my friends if you do what I command. Tell everyone what an awesome God I am. Friends,
Hey, that was a fun song to sing and dance to. We have a couple more answers. It turns out actually Sawyer said that Ashton built a mansion in Minecraft. So awesome. And Fiona says that her cousin Paige is a lot like her. They both like dragons and stuff. So cool. Nice. In today's part of the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus talked about trees. And before we find out what he said in the Bible, we're going to play a guessing game with trees. So get your thinking caps on. If they're not on yet, ready? Put them on. Be thinking about trees. I'm going to draw a kind of tree up here, and you are going to put in the chat what kind of tree you think it is. Okay, here we go. Tree number 1. I'm going to start with the trunk. There we go. And now the leaves. Okay. You ready? Now some details. What kind of a tree do you think this is? Ooh, we're starting to get some responses. We have 2 ideas.
I would say an apple tree.
We've got 3 responses. 4, 5. So far, I am hearing apple tree from all 5 people. That's from Fiona and the Burkharts and Quinn. Piper says apple tree. Haley and Gavin say apple tree. Anna says apple tree. Absolutely right. Kopex say apple tree. Paris says apple tree. Way to go. All right, we're going to do another one. Here we go. Ready? Okay. Here's our trunk. Little bit taller and skinnier this time. Okay. Let's get our leaves on it. Don't worry, it's not a bad hairdo. That's really the leaves. I know, we're not used to seeing trees like this. Okay, and now for the details. Ready? Ooh, what kind of a tree might that be? I do agree it's a palm tree, but there are some details that might change it. Try again, Quinn. If it were coconut, I probably would have added on some brown circles. Instead, we have these long yellow details here. Paris has an idea. Oh, Lombardo's have an idea. All right, we've gotten, Florio's have an idea. Kopex are coming back, changing their answer from palm tree now that they're checking out these details. Yeah. So it started out as a palm tree, and Chris, I did like that little emoji of a palm tree. Banana tree. Banana! Great job, Sawyer. Okay. Here we go. Last one. Here's our trunk. Here's our leaves. Ready for the details? They're going to help you. What kind of a tree could that be? Oh, we've got Quinn with an answer. Florio's, Fiona. We've got Sawyer, Gianna, Paris, the Christs. Oh, another emoji there from the Christs. Kopex. It is an orange tree. Yes, Lombardo say it too. So here's the question. You know, a peach tree was a really good guess because of the color. Why was it easy-ish to figure out what kinds of trees these are? Can you put that in the chat? How were you able to figure out that we had an apple tree, a banana tree, and an orange tree? What gave it away? Well, there's another orange emoji popping up. Oh, they had fruit. The fruit, the colors, fruit, the colors, the fruit. Boy, I'm seeing a pattern here. It seems like it's the fruit and the colors that helped you out, the colors and the shapes. Just like that, Sawyer. My apples weren't as detailed, Sawyer. There go the Floreos, too. Because I put details. Yeah. You know, if I had just drawn a tree and I'd only put the leaves, you would never know if it was an apple tree or an orange tree. Or if I hadn't put those yellow bananas on, you would have thought it was a palm tree. And some of you did before that detail was added. Yeah, because of the fruit, Gianna and Sammy say. Yeah, same with the Henrys, because of the fruit. When you could see the fruit going on the tree, you knew exactly what kind of tree it was. Well, that's kind of like what Jesus said as he was explaining how his friends were like him. So we're going to open our Bibles now to Matthew 7, and I'm going to read verse 20. Yes, just as you can identify a tree by its fruit, so you can identify people by their actions. You can easily identify trees by their fruit. Let's make, instead of an apple tree or a banana tree or an orange tree, let's make a Jesus tree. Our Jesus tree is going to have a trunk, and our Jesus tree is going to have leaves. And I know, isn't it making you hungry? Yeah. Was healthy food too, Sawyer. I agree. But Florio's, I know, the hungry thing. I'm sorry. You know how I've been the last couple lessons? I needed my goldfish crackers. I had hoped for Oreos. Last week I did have Oreos, but I didn't get to eat them. These lessons are making us hungry recently. I would agree with that. So we have to think about and talk about the kind of fruit that would grow on a Jesus tree. Jesus' friends live like him. Apple trees grow apples, and Jesus' friends grow fruit that shows how he lived. So we're going to put some fruits, or in this case, words, on our tree to show how he lived. I'm going to put the word kind. Jesus lived in a kind way. What other words could we put on our Jesus tree to help us know that's what kind of tree it is? Ooh, love. I love that answer. That is an action that we saw from Jesus. Merciful, says Paris. You know what else is making me hungry? My markers smell like food. Just saying. Just throwing that idea out there. What else do we have? Patience. We have that from the Chris. Forgiveness from Quinn. Becca says peace. Alyssa says patience. Wow. We have 2 patience. I'm going to put a little bubble around that since a couple people thought of it. Family from the Lombardos. Piper wants chocolate crosses. That sounds great, Piper. Helpful from Sawyer. And now we're even more hungry. Prayerful. And you know, sometimes fruit falls, so I can put some down here. No bad words. We talked about that last week. Helpful. Glory. No wonder things have fallen off our tree. It's gotten so heavy with these great ideas. Self-control. And Sammy, I like that idea of nice. Oh, thank you. Joyful from Sawyer. Giving. What a full tree. Another piece. Joy. We'll put that right here on our trunk. Honest. Honest was from the Florios. Peace again from the Christs. Giving. We had from Fiona. Becca says joy. Selfless from Quinn. Wow, what a Jesus tree. Amazing. And loving, says Sammy. It's more like a Jesus poster. Fruit of the Spirit. Is this not fruit of the Spirit? So many of those ideas are on here. Patience, self-control, love. What a great thing to notice, Chris. So fantastic. Yes. So an apple tree does not have to try very hard to grow apples. It's just something that it does. Apples grow because that's the kind of tree that it is. And for us, growing fruit isn't about trying really hard to be good. It's about rooting ourselves, roots like a tree, in a friendship with Jesus. When we say we are friends with Jesus and we are going to follow him, that's rooting us and getting us ready to produce all these fruits so that the fruits of the Spirit show through us. It's fantastic to root ourselves in a friendship with Jesus. Jesus is perfect, and so living like him is hard, but the closer we get as friends with Jesus, the more we'll be like him. We'll never be perfect. But the more we get to know him and spend time with him through prayer and worship, the easier these things will come. Just like our human friends can influence us, being friends with Jesus changes us. Jesus' friends live like him with his help. Jesus' friends live like him. Jesus talked about that as well. So I'm going to open up to John. I am going to read John 15, verse 5. Yes, I am the vine. You are the branches. Those who remain in me and I in them will produce much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. That means the choices we make look like the choices Jesus makes. It's kind of like when I see a tree and then I draw a picture of the same tree. It's fun to draw pictures of things that we see. And when we're drawing something new, it helps us to have something to copy from so that we can make our pictures look like the actual thing. So this is the time you're going to want to get out something to draw with and on. And we are going to draw some fruit. But don't worry. We're going to draw in a fun way. You're going to get to copy my pictures. so that it's a little bit easier. And just like Jesus gives us instructions in the Bible on how to live, like, we've heard the 10 Commandments, we've heard the fruits of the Spirit, we just heard words that he actually spoke. I'm going to help by giving you some directions too, so that your pictures can look like these fruits. All right. If you're using colors, you will either want to start with purple or green and have a brown ready to go. Oh, thankful. That's fantastic, Sammy. Thank you. Thank you for that idea. All right. Got your paper ready? Got your thing to draw with? We're going to start with grapes. Now, we are going to start by putting 4 circles going across, side to side. So here we go. 1, and I probably made them the size of a quarter, if you can picture what that looks like. 2, 3, 4. If you want to color yours in, you can. Totally up to you. Now we're going to make 3 circles, and we're going to fit them in the spots under and between each of the top circles. 1, 2, 3. So far, so good. I bet you can guess where we're going now. We did 4 circles, 3 circles. Now we're on 2. You got it. 2 circles. 1, 2. Same kind of placement between and under. And now we're at the bottom, the last one. There's 1. Yeah. And I said if you wanted brown, you could grab some brown. And grapes grow on vines, so I'm just going to connect each of these circles to some lines, kind of like they're on a vine. You were right, Burkhart's the last one. 1. Did you draw grapes? I bet they look like grapes because you had some directions and you had something to copy. Just like when we watch Jesus, we follow him, we listen to his instructions. It's so easy to be like him. Okay, let's try another one. Oh, this is a good one. Here we go. I'm going to get out a red, a green, and a black. I wonder if you can already guess what I'm making. All right, we're going to start by making a red triangle. The wide part, I suppose it doesn't matter which place the wide part is. I'm going to put it at the top, but you could put it at the bottom. And then I'm going to come to a point down here at the bottom. If you want to color in your triangle, you sure can. Got your triangle? All right. Now I'm going to put my green line across the top, and I'm going to actually make it a little thicker than just a line. Might be more like 2 lines across. There we go. Okay. No, it's not a pizza with green crust. No moldy crust here. Let's see if the black can help you figure it out. All right, put in the chat, what fruit did we make? What is it? Ooh, that one smells like licorice. That one was strong. It just hit me. Whoa. Becca's favorite, watermelon. The Burkharts know that too. Florios say watermelon. Yeah, that wasn't so hard to draw, was it? We can do one more. I need a new piece of paper. Oh, maybe we can do 2. You up to 2? Let's do 2. All right, for the next one, I'm grabbing a yellow and a brown. So if you're using colors, you might want to grab yellow and brown. Okay, for this one, I'm going to, oh, there's our emoji of a watermelon. Quinn says watermelon. Burkhouse love watermelon. Okay, this one's going to be like a yellow smile. And then I'm going to make like it's a mouth sort of underneath. So I'm going to start at one end, come down for like another smile underneath. It's kind of like it's a big mouth, and connect it to the other end. And now, so they're not quite a point. I'm just going to kind of square that off a little. That one can be more like a point. This time I'll give it some quick color. Oh, I think Paris knows what we're making. Do you know? Yes. We are making a banana. The Burkharts knew it too. I look over, it says banana. So I'm going to add a little brown to the end. Jennifer and I had bananas with our dinner last night. We had a Disney-themed dinner. We had French toast, but we put Nutella and bananas on it. We forgot the blueberries, though. Nice bananas, folks. Anna, banana. Is it okay with you that your name rhymes with banana? Because I think that's really cool. Fiona says banana. Oh, Miss Sue had a banana this morning. Okay, so we've got our banana. We're ready for our last one. I am grabbing a light green for this one. And then brown because stems. This might be the most challenging one. I'm kind of picturing a snowman that has only 2 parts to it, but I don't want to draw the actual complete circle. So I want to start at the top, and I want to kind of draw that ball, but then not go all the way in. Just come back out at the bottom and make it wide. And then the same thing over here. Now this is not a gourd like we would see in the fall. And then I'm going to put a stem at the top. You know, here's our bottom part. It's also not a squash. Ooh, an avocado's a good guess, but no. We have a guess from Fiona. We have a thought from Paris. We have a thought from the McHughes. Oh, just Quinn. From the Henrys, the Kopecks, the Christs. Oh, yes, we have an emoji from the Christs. Yes, it's a pear. Just like you said, Paris, the beginning of his name. It's a pear. You did so well at drawing or guessing because you had something to look at. We have something to look at too when we are trying, oh, nice, Sawyer, when we are trying to be like Jesus. We have his word. And we have all the things that we learn here at First Trinity about following Jesus, so that it's easy for us to be friends with him, because the more time we spend with him, the more we learn about him, the more we're going to be like him. So we need to remember that Jesus' friends live like him. It's almost like they're copying what he does. When we do what Jesus does, people can tell that we are friends with Jesus. So let's pray together and thank Jesus for being our friend. You can fold your hands. Might want to bow your head, maybe close your eyes, and you can repeat after me. Jesus, thank you for being our friend.
Jesus, thank you for being our friend.
Help us live like you.
Help us live like you.
In your name, amen.
In your name, amen.
All right, let's talk about things to come up before I say goodbye. One more week of Sermon on the Mount. I cannot wait to find out what we put on our sticky note next week. Then we're going to have some people come on with Mrs. Cross, and we're going to meet them and find out what they do here at First Trinity. What are their jobs? How do they volunteer? How do they help out? And if you are online that day, you can ask questions too, because we're going to take some from the chat. It's going to be super cool. And then, that next week is Palm Sunday. So Mrs. Cross is going to do a Palm Sunday Easter lesson. Sunday after that's Easter, so we're going to take off from FT Kids. But on April 11th, we're going to start something called Everyday Faith. And it's a lesson to do with your family. I'm really excited about it. We're going to do it online, and we're planning to do some in person. So keep your ears out. Tell your families to be watching their emails so that we can give you some more information. All right, I hope you have a fantastic week. I will be back next week to wrap up Sermon on the Mount. See you on Sunday.